YouTube. YouTube. Welcome back to another live stream. Hopefully the connection and everything is okay. It looks like I was having some technical difficulties there. But let's take a look. Before we get into things, let's take a look. Okay. The connection looks good. Well, happy holidays, everybody. It looks like the connection's going good now. I'm going to make sure to share the link. If there's any issues, let me know. I guess we're going to be testing it for the first 5 or so minutes. But hopefully the connection's good. Looks pretty good so far. Merry Christmas! Hey, welcome in. How are you doing? How's everyone doing out there? Sorry, I'm a little bit off right now, the connection. I'm just making sure everything is good and steady and stable. I don't know, it wasn't letting me go live. But now it should be good. Hey, what's up, J Money? Debate me in Discord? Didn't you leave the Discord already? Or what's your name in Discord? If you got kicked out of the Discord for being disrespectful, or you get removed by a moderator for whatever reason, then the chances of debating is very low. Unfortunately, if you can't show respect in a debate, don't really find any reason to debate you, sir. But I would like to say I hope everyone really does have a happy holidays. What I've noticed is there's 2 types of people during the holidays. Extremely happy people and extremely miserable people. Now, the miserable people, I don't know why they're miserable. Maybe, their family and friends aren't around, or maybe they don't like their friends and family. Maybe they have to work on the holidays. I don't know. There's, I guess a bunch of different reasons why people might be upset. And I just hope everyone has a fantastic, holiday. Even if you're working on New Year's, even if you're working on Christmas. It doesn't matter. Enjoy your life while you have it. Life isn't forever. Have the best Christmas and the best holidays you can possibly have. No, bro, it's Juice, and I was talking to the Pronoun Mafia. Okay, I thought your name was Juice Man in here. Yeah, the Pronoun Mafia is not a big fan of me as of recently. The Pronoun Mafia does exist, brother. All I gotta say is conservatives take another W. Pronoun Mafia takes another L. I've had my Christmas tree up since July. I miss my parents. Well, I don't know if your parents are still alive or not, but, I hope everything is good. And if they're not still alive, everyone that has family members, anyone that has parents, grandparents, that aren't here anymore, rest in peace to them. God bless you. They wouldn't want you to be sad or angry on the holidays. So just remember that. Yeah, the Pronoun Mafia took down my boy Dustley, but we're gonna be having a couple guests on the day. We're gonna have a couple guests on the day. We're going to have my friend Dustley, Gandalf, however you want. He has a lot to talk about. I don't know when he's gonna be coming around, but when he comes around, it's gonna be time. Free that boy Dustley. He's gonna come around today, but don't forget, we're also gonna have a second guest. We're probably not going to have too much debates today. Juicebox trolling the trolls helps the Discord find and remove them. That is true. Dustley does deserve better. The Discord lore is crazy. Honestly, someone needs to open up a Reddit. Listen, I'm not a Redditor, so don't say, oh, cool, classic Redditor. Not a Redditor, but I think it would be funny if someone made like a whole Reddit about like the lore of the Discord, or if they made a whole YouTube series about it, because that would be a funny YouTube series. Making the popcorn. Hey, welcome, Jane. I'm the king of trolling the trolls in the Discord. Well, your name really triggers them. You triggered that one fella earlier. You triggered Smack Bob earlier. But that's a whole nother story. Well, what do you guys think? I got a question for everyone out there. Too Fast to Track, Jane, Juicebox, everyone out there. What do you think about Trump declassifying MJ? Listen, I'm not one of those die-hard conservatives that say, oh, that stuff is bad. I mean, Obviously, kids shouldn't be smoking it. Obviously, different type of people did it. I did it. A lot of people did it. But they obviously shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff, when they're underage especially. But what do you guys think? I do think it was a right move on Trump's part, though. I am proud of him for being the first president to declassify it. Someone said, that's not good, it's fine. He declassified marijuana. MJ makes me think dogs are talking to me. He's basically a black person? No. I have no clue what you're talking about. You caught me there. You caught me off guard saying that. He is white. Just say no to drugs, okay? From South Park. Then it can be researched. I don't do it because it's a waste of money. I'm 100% with you. It's a big waste of money. Yes, sir, I do support Jews. Hello, everybody. For some reason, I gotta change my chat settings a little bit, so at least I have my second phone over here. Yes, self. The first president he passed an executive order to declassify MJ. I mean, hopefully that will get people not charged in prison. But drugs are bad. Okay. I like his speech though he made along with it. He said, I'm telling my kids not to drink and not to smoke. Waste of money, plus it does one of two things, makes you lazy and hungry or paranoid. Why would you want either of those? Got a point. But smash that like button, fella. Mark Lemon, Trump is the first Jewish president. Another 250 million. Okay, you know what? I don't care if Trump is the first Jewish president. I want the first Jewish president. Oh, H3, dude. That dude is the biggest loser on the internet. I don't even understand how he's still relevant. Like, I get that he's like the no jumper page for losers, but I just don't understand it. How is the economy messed up? And what metric is the economy messed up? The fact that we have over 1.6 million new jobs? The fact that the salaries are up? The GDP per capita? The fact that the stock market is roaring? I'm just confused. How and where is the economy messed up at? How and where is the economy messed up? You can't wait for Trump's term to be over? Brother, you got a long time to go. Have you ever felt 3 cold, lonely years of crying about Trump? Have you felt that feeling before in your lifetime, sir? Or is this your first election with Trump? And this time it's going to go even slower than ever. It's going to be a slow and long and tedious 3 years for the Democrats. Gas fell under $2. All my necessities are affordable, but line went down so clearly. What do you mean line went down? I don't understand that last part. 1.6 million jobs added. I have no clue, J Money. I have no clue. Nobody can even buy Christmas presents anymore? You sure about that, brother? Everyone I know is getting Christmas presents. That's unfortunate that you can't buy your family Christmas presents. But you don't need money to be happy, but I mean, damn, man, that's sad. I can hardly afford feeding all my cats. Honestly, that doesn't sound like a problem with the economy. That sounds like an income problem. By the way, is this Teresa from the Discord? I'm not trying to make fun of anyone, honestly. I feel bad for you. You were jealous of the Democrats? Why am I jealous of the Democrats? They're literally telling me in the comment section that they can't afford to get presents for their family members. They can't afford to feed their cats. By the way, Teresa, I know some people that would feed your cats for you. So I don't know what state you live in, but that sounds like an income problem. If you can't feed your cats, I mean, how much does it cost to feed your cats a week? $50? $60? $100? That's all an income issue. That's not an economic issue. That's not an economy issue. Now listen, I do think that, there is issues out there. I do think people have problems and whatnot, but honestly, we just need to work on, bettering ourselves before we blame the country and we blame others for issues. I'm full of shit. She eats better than I do. Well, that's fantastic, Teresa. That is fantastic. That's good to hear that your cat eats better than you do. Because that would honestly be really sad. Listen, I feed all wild cats and dogs and any animals that I see that need food. And it's not expensive at all, honestly. Trump says gas is under $2 a gallon. How much are you paying? I mean, it is under $2 a gallon in certain areas. It's about $2.38 in Florida, but depends where in Florida. So don't go screaming saying, well, in my area it's $2.70, in my area it's $2.20. Okay, yeah, I'm just giving you a broad, a broad number there. But in Oklahoma City, it's under $2. And I heard either in Texas, Dallas, I think, or Houston, it's under $2. But for the under $2 a gallon in Oklahoma City, you do need to go to the Walmart gas station. So they get that membership gas for a little bit cheaper than the rest of the state. So in the rest of the gas stations. So that is the facts there. Democrats support abortion. It's gross. Yeah, it is gross, honestly. Abortion is murder. And I don't understand how some guy in the Discord earlier was saying something about abortion. I mean, someone said abortion is genocide. I can get behind that. I mean, hell, if you're going to scream Palestine is genocide, then we should at least say abortion is genocide. I wrote it simple for you. I guess, yeah, I don't know you. Hey, what's up, Ice? In New York, it just started coming down a little bit. Hold on. Let me scroll up. In New York, it just started coming down a little bit. It was $3.79 for 4 years while Biden was in. It's been $3.30 for the last year, and I think it's dropped to $3. Wow, man, that's really good news. That's fantastic. And good to see you, man. I haven't seen you around in the Discord or anything. Too Fast to Track. $5.50. Gas, San Diego, California. Yeah, you're on vacation, right? How's San Diego going? I hope you're having a nice vacation. Nice rage bait. There is nowhere in the U.S. where gas is lower than $2.50. There's a bunch of places, brother. You're very wrong. Very, very wrong. Been busy in real life, getting too stressed arguing with people. Don't let it stress you, man. And anyway, who cares? You can just enjoy your holidays and enjoy your Christmas, man. I hope you're having a good one. What hat are you wearing? What does it look like? Trump 2028. Does that offend you or something? Because Trump, I'm not necessarily saying he's going to get a third term before you cry. I'm not saying he's going to run a third election. He doesn't have to run a third election. He doesn't have to because guess what? Trump will already be president in 2028. He will already be president. You're right. We got 17 likes. I forgot to tell him. Smash that like and subscribe button. Is it legal? Yes, sir. Trump got elected. He can be president and he will be president in 2028. What's up, Ringo? How you doing, brother? I hope all is well. Hey, Graham, late because was debating. Then I noticed I don't have access to VC for some reason. I don't understand that. I don't know that issue. You're going to have to speak to someone else about that time. I can't help you there. Not really an expert on the Discord. That's why I have other people in there to help with it. Yes, I'm an American. I was born and raised in Florida, Southwest Florida. And if you're new to the show, my name is Graham. What's up, Gregory? I'm sure you have something trolly-woolly to say. As of mid-December 2025, the average price for regular gasoline in the U.S. hovers around $2.90 to $2.91 per gallon. I mean, I do believe that. I don't know if that's 100% accurate. The numbers I've been looking at say a little bit lower. But I guess if you factor in California and New York, I really still don't see how it would be that high. But honestly, California recently, unfortunately pushed another oil refinery out. I mean, how many states have oil refineries? California pushed another one out, and now their gas is starting to skyrocket. Literally one of the only states in the country. Forget about liking Trump or not. Forget about how you feel about Trump for a second. Gas is down. You can look this up at any metric, any indicator. There's not a single source. There's not a single indicator that will tell you that gas prices are are up, but they're down. Every single indicator, every single source, CNN, MSNBC, even the most delusional, radical leftist internet sources, anything you can find will tell you that gas is down nationwide. Yes, Gavin Newsom pisses me off. He pisses me off for more than just one reason. It's just too many reasons. Honestly, I think doesn't even show his face. What are you talking about? Nick Fuentes is a loser, brother. He's an incel. Is everything working good on my end? Let's see. Okay, yeah, everything's working good. The connection's good. Gavin Newsom is a phony. He is by far the worst politician I've ever seen. If you think Trump is a scam artist, if you think that Trump is a con, then you should definitely not like Gavin Newsom. Even though they're on two different political spectrums, if you think Trump is a grifter, then you should really think that Gavin Newsom is like a 100x grifter. I can break it down pretty easily to you. Trump sold his caps, his 2028 caps. Gavin Newsom copied him, started selling his caps 2028. Trump sold his Bible for about 40 or 50 bucks. Gavin Newsom started selling a $100 Bible. I mean, how is this not the ultimate scammer and the ultimate grifter? I mean, listen, I don't really like the term grift. First off, most people can't define it. To these liberals and these Democrats, grifter is just someone that makes money doing what they love, basically. I don't know anyone that's really a true grifter out there. Maybe I could, if I thought long enough, maybe I could. Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I can justify prices of Bibles. Because just because it's $100 doesn't mean it's unchristian-like or anything like that. There are some, actual Bible texts that I'm sure are very expensive. And there's some very old Bibles that I'm sure are not cheap. And also, if it's just a good quality Bible, I can justify it. Trump's Bible was actually a fantastic quality of a Bible. But Gavin Newsom's Bible? Gavin Newsom went to the library that was bankrupt and took all the old fallen apart Bibles and he listed them on his website. It's literally a brown Bible where the pages are tearing and Gavin Newsom is selling it for $100. I don't know what you're talking about, John Gotti, but seems legit. That's a pretty Canadian question, I can't lie. Who throats better, Obama or Trump? I mean, can I say your mom? Or is that not on the list? Because I wouldn't really know, but I do know that your mother, I do know about your mother's performance, but I don't know about Obama or Trump. So I guess I would have to ask her. I'm not 100% sure. This guy's a liberal and he's on live, hella talking retarded stuff. You should call him in debate. I don't feel like giving any liberals my personal number, to be honest with you. Liberals are maniacs, man. Maniacs. Maybe later we'll take on some debates and some calls and stuff like that. Also, I don't know why Canadians would be worried about Obama or Trump. I mean, I like Canadians themselves, but their country is kind of ruined at this point. It kind of smells like feet and curry. I gave the answer. I said, I don't know, but I know your mother's game is pretty good. Release the Ashley Biden's diary. Yeah, their country's ruined. So let's talk about Canada for a second. I went to Canada last year. I was in Canada this day last year, and I went there for skiing. I will give it credit. The skiing was kind of decent, a little bit icy. Not really the best, but I'll give them credit there. Pretty decent. I don't know. I'll give them 7 out of 10 maybe. Maybe 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. The food was pretty good. Pretty good. The sightseeing, everything about it was pretty overall good. The restaurants, I liked them. Pretty good over and all. Okay, it's decent. Not the best. I give it like a 5 out of 10, a 6 out of 10 of the 20 countries that I visited based on food, service, ski resort, whatever. But the actual people there, I give them like a 4 out of 10. All I smelled was curry and feet. All through downtown Toronto, all near Niagara Falls. I went to Niagara Falls, by the way. Feet and curry. You would expect, maybe a bunch of New York tourists, maybe a bunch of American tourists, and Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. Nope. These people traveled like 7,000 miles, 10,000 miles from whatever country they came from. Because all I smelled was feet and curry. I don't know where that came from. Honestly, I don't know where that came from. It is strange. Honest to God, I think they should worry about their own country. Seems like they got a little bit of issues going on. If you're Canadian, shout out the Canadians. Free Canada, that's what I'm saying. I got lots of great Canadian brothers, but it seems like they got some issues going on. I don't know what it is. What do you think about Germany? Another failed society. They have similar issues. But their issue is radical Islam, more and less. Hey, Great North Roofer. I respect the Canadians. It's just the government I got an issue with. Like I said, I got lots of great Canadian friends. Shout out to Canada. Rainbow, yeah, okay. How does the economy suck? All I hear from these liberals and these Democrats, the economy sucks, yada, 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 yada. But how does the economy suck? UK also has similar problems to Canada. If I had to say which one was worse, because I've been to the UK, if I had to say which one was worse, Canada or the UK, I would have to say Canada. If I had to choose between which country to go to today, fly there tomorrow, Canada or the UK, I would have picked Canada. I'm probably going to pick Alberta, Canada. Now, I've never been to Alberta, Canada, but there's a chance that it's going to be a lot better than, Toronto and those places that I went to. Israel is awesome. What Venezuelan war? What Venezuelan war? Let's go! I'm in Alberta. Merry Christmas, brother. God bless America. And God bless Donald J. Trump. Much love, man. I really appreciate that. Hope you're having a great holidays, everyone out there. You're the man, man. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. I will try to do some debates later if you're interested in seeing them. No promises. We're going to have Dustley the trucker guy with the long beard on. And, okay, Great North Roofer, that is a crazy comment. That's definitely where we disagree, sir. But I'm not going to go at it with you, man. I'm not going to go at it with any of the moderators. I'm your favorite Democrat channel. I think you have schizophrenia, if that's the case. Listen, you don't have to back Israel. I don't care if you back Israel. Just don't be anti-Semitic. Okay, just don't be anti-Semitic. Listen, guys, we fund 175 countries. Anyone out there screaming Israel and Israel is our biggest problem is just pure anti-Semitic. How about the other 174 countries we provide U.S. aid to? If Nick Fuentes is America first, then why the hell isn't he talking about all these other countries? I just don't understand. If anyone says anything about the host regarding the hard R, will be removed. Yeah, no words like that, no racism, nothing like that. You sure a single one of them is not quote-unquote genocidal? I don't know. I don't think any. Maybe when I was a kid, I don't know about that question. Hey, man, much love to you, brother. I love our conversations off this channel and on this channel. This is the most bullshit thing I've ever seen. Do you have any actual criticisms, or are you just going to keep spamming that? Can one of the moderators get this guy out of here? Okay, yeah, thank you, J Money. Why is this crap on your algorithm? Because you love Donald J. Trump. It's Christmas time. When we get closer to Christmas, I will actually stop wearing this hat. I will throw on the... Why what? You talking to me or you talking to chat? Now we got a bunch of people in here. What do you guys think about Trump's executive order declassifying marijuana? Respect from Germany? I like the German people. So respect to the German people. Why is this in my reels not even American? You've been looking up Trump recently, brother? Now, I'm not going to say Trump is God. Trump is a great man. He's fixing the world. He's fixing the country. Just say the name, bro. What name? Who are you talking to? Hello from Germany. Shout out Germany. It looks like we're getting a lot of people watching from Germany. Great Northern Rover. Why are you being like this, man? I thought you were a chill dude. It's the holidays. We're not gonna talk about the. We're not gonna talk. Here's what we're not gonna do. You have a right to freedom of speech. I believe that. But what we're not gonna do is talk poorly about the Jews on Hanukkah, my brother. It is literally Hanukkah. I'm not Jewish myself, but I do have friends and family that are Jewish. So we're not going to talk bad about the Jews on Hanukkah. That's not going to happen. Would love to meet Trump. Yeah, you want to hear something messed up? I had the opportunity to meet Trump, I think it was in 2023. Yeah, I had the opportunity to meet Trump in 2023, but I was very busy with some work things. So I had the decision of, working or meeting Donald J. Trump. And honestly, I really wanted to meet Trump. I could have just skipped what I had to do, but I had to take care of business. Let's just put it that way. But my friend did meet Trump. He ate pizza with Donald J. Trump. Trump came to my city and he purchased everyone pizza. Everyone. Love from Israel? Shout out Israel. Why is this on my timeline? Because you love Donald J. Trump and you love America. That's why. The greatest nation in the world. God bless the Jews. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Plus 7,000? Honestly, where do I sign up for that 7,000? Holy crap, man. Minecraft stream when? That's actually an interesting question. People have been requesting me to play Minecraft. One of my best friends said do a Trump and Minecraft stream. I don't know, though. I'm just a grown-ass man. I don't know if I would play Minecraft again. Never pass an opportunity to meet the man. That is true, man. That was a fuck up in my part. I was going through a tough time period back when I had the opportunity to meet Trump. Free the weed? Well, how do you feel about Trump's executive order to free the weed? How do you guys feel about it? Is it good that Trump declassified weed from a Schedule I drug, or is it bad? Listen, I'm not one of those ultra hardcore freaking Republicans that say, oh, it's so bad. I mean, I do believe that it does, make you lazy for some people, for most people. I do believe it makes you hungry, and I do believe it wastes your money, and I do believe it can mess up your mindset. But I don't think people should, be going to prison for a long time for weed. Those gas prices have dropped significantly. I do agree with women's rights, but you know what's ironically funny? Democrats scream women's rights, but they don't know what a woman is. UK is a socialist hellscape. Lol. Funny. Sarcasm. I don't know how sarcastic that really is. I think all countries are great. That's pretty optimistic. I see a Canadian... Is that a Canadian... That's something the Canadian flag, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm blind. You don't know what a woman is? You sure about that, David? How about you tell us what a woman is? Because apparently to the Democrats, a woman can have a penis. Lol, America is the best country in the world. Freedom isn't free. American bully. Chat, stop spamming. Drop a super chat for any questions or comments or topics. What am I lost about? Am I lost? Is there something that I missed? Can women have penises? I didn't learn this in biology class. So please excuse me if I'm ignorant or bigoted. But in my biology class, they did not teach me that women can have penises. So please forgive me. Please forgive me if I'm being bigoted. I mean, I've already gotten so much hate. I really don't care. Hello from Italy? Shout out Italy, man. Honestly, I hope Italy, leaves the European Union. The European Union is ran by unelected bureaucrats. They're basically, what's the lady's name? I can't even pronounce her Belgian or whatever her German name. A woman has reproductive organs and creates children, and also the chromosomes. Don't forget about the chromosomes. There you go. There's your definition. Vaughn, whatever her name is, yeah. She's an unelected bureaucrat. They literally don't even vote. They don't even vote if you're going to be, the leader of the European Union. They didn't vote for her to be the president of the European Union. What they did was, would you like her to be president? Yes or no? And she gave every single European Union country massive payouts and massive, favors and massive scams, basically. And also, there's another lady, the lady of the bureaucratic department of the European Union or some shit like that. She's going around telling all these European nations, don't talk with Russia, don't talk with Putin, don't have bureaucratic relationships. If a country is our so-called enemy, shouldn't we be having more bureaucratic relationships with them, and shouldn't we be trying to solve issues over and come together as a world? Shouldn't we be trying to solve our issues instead of further dividing each other? I mean, once again, this kind of shows that, listen, let me put it this way. I think women can be presidents, but to lead the European Union, first off, you should be elected. It should be a fair and free democracy. It should be a direct democracy. Hey, man, don't listen to these MFers. Trump for life. Much appreciated, brother, but I have no clue where that currency comes from. And now I'm really curious. Can you drop me another comment, Ray Hun? Because I really don't know what currency that is. And now I'm just like bewildered and confused. It has a P at the beginning of it. I don't think it's... Pesos? Is it pesos from Brazil or is it Mexico? It's not Mexican pesos. So what kind of pesos is that? Pesos. What kind of pesos? Argentinian pesos? Philippines. Hey, shout out the Philippines. One thing I noticed, the Philippines love Donald J. Trump. I'm curious, why do the Philippines love Donald J. Trump? Yeah, I know you're Russian, brother. Who is Trump? Come on. Trump is the most famous man of all time. He's the most famous man in the entire world. I mean, UK would be better if you're like Muslim or you want to practice Islam or something like that. No, Trump is more famous than Ronaldo. I highly recommend the friendship with Russia. Not because I'm some kind of a Russia first or pro-Russia person. It's because that kind of relationship would be highly beneficial to America. And probably to the rest of the world, to be quite frank with you. Spam, I love Trump spam, MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Obviously not more popular than Jesus, but behind Jesus, the most popular man of all time would be Donald J. Trump. I can't think of another more famous man. Are you broke ass motherfuckers not really going to pay for a super chat for a question or a comment? That's what my brother said in the comment section. But a lot of these people are Democrats. But I do appreciate everyone that's dropped some supers and commented on stuff. Have you traveled internationally? Yes, I've traveled to roughly 20 different countries. Most of them being European, but... So maybe I should go outside my comfort zone next year. I have been to Canada, though. You like immigrants? Of course I like immigrants. Legal immigrants. Legal immigrants. But Trump Media to merge a fusion energy firm in a $6 billion deal. Is that $6 billion more for President Trump? Because that would really piss off the liberals. Imagine if Trump actually sued the BBC out of oblivion, because I believe the BBC is worth about $2 billion, and if they get sued, they're going to be destroyed. If they have to pay $10 billion, they're going to be filing for bankruptcy. The English bureaucrats are crying their eyes out. They're saying, no, our poor BBC. No, don't destroy it, Mr. Trump. Should have thought about that before you posted a fake speech. You made words that Trump never said come out of his mouth. I don't know if that was AI or if that was just two clips put together. I don't know what you did there, but that was all the way wrong. That was all the way wrong. Merry Christmas. You guys are really not going to super chat him? Ask a question or better yet, debate him. Absolutely. If someone wants to call in right here, right now, you can drop a $50 super chat. I'll debate you live in front of all these people. Is there anything that you don't support about Trump? Of course, sure. But there's so much negativity going about Trump. Why would I continue to feed into it? If a man changes the world, does dramatic change, and he's against these, corporate deep state governments and all this kind of stuff, do you really think that, they're going to like you? Do you think they're going to love you? Do you think they're going to prop you up and say, look how good of a job you are doing? You definitely make grilled cheese at night. Man, I don't make grilled cheese. That's what my girlfriend is for. She's making me the grilled cheeses. Make me a sandwich. Hello, bro. How are you doing? The England BBC is only liable for £300,000. He won't get more. Welcome to UK law. You gotta put in factor though. I don't know if he's suing them in the United Kingdom court systems or in the U.S. court systems. Because I'm pretty sure if he sues them in the U.S. court systems, they have to go to court there. Listen, I'm not an international attorney. I'm not an American attorney, so I can't tell you. But I could ask some of my, attorney friends, my lawyer friends. How does this kid feel about going missing under... How does this guy feel about kids going missing under ice? Haven't heard about a single kid going missing under ice. Merry Christmas. You people in chat are boring me. Let's go. Hit that like. Hit that like button, guys. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We're almost to 28,000 subscribers. We're right around the corner, guys. So if you guys can just subscribe. We're literally less than 10 subscribers away from 28,000. So how about we hit 28,000 subscribers this live stream? How does that sound? How does that sound, guys? Does that sound good with y'all? Make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. So back to the topic. So I did see a pregnant woman get dragged out. ICE was dragging her by one arm in the streets and into the van. Now, what are my thoughts about that? My thoughts are, is she really pregnant, first off? Because I didn't really see it didn't look like a belly bump to me. Second off, if you didn't resist arrest, you wouldn't be getting dragged by your arm. Third off, I do feel bad if she actually is pregnant. God bless her soul. God bless that baby. I do feel bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not heartless. But if she didn't come into the country illegally, if she didn't resist arrest, then she wouldn't be getting dragged by ICE by one arm into the street. I mean, law enforcement does the same thing. If you resist arrest, they'll drag you into the street. Even in Cuba, we support Donald Trump. I love that comment. Probably because you guys don't like socialism and you don't like communism. And Trump actively fights against that. Donald J. Trump signed an executive order mobilizing the federal government to fight state limits on AI. How do you feel about this? Do you think states should be able to regulate AI or the federal government? Dude, is that actually true? That's actually amazing, man. That's truly amazing. I've been preaching about that all year. My biggest criticism for the Republican Party this year and the Democrat Party, I mean, not my biggest criticism for the Democrat Party, but my biggest criticism for both parties was that literally none of them were trying to regulate AI in any form or any shape. So that was definitely concerning. So if Trump is doing that, that's a step in the right direction. You don't know anything about World War II or Adolf, so I don't want to hear that shit. Innocent Mexicans? Do I support Trump deporting innocent Mexicans? Is entering the country illegally make you innocent? Does committing a federal crime make you innocent? What innocent Mexicans? Not a single U.S. citizen has been deported. Not a single U.S. citizen has been deported. Get that through your thick skulls. AI is a countrywide issue. I think the feds should run it. I agree with that. I agree with it 100%. It's also scary, though, because imagine what kind of AI technology the feds have. It's just a scary thought. Man, it is so sad. Kids mailing letters to Santa, and literally the Canadian Post is closed because of their shitty ran government. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. How do you feel about LGBTQ+? Well, guys, I'm a moderate conservative. Socially, I am more liberal. I really don't care what you do. If you want to be gay, if you want to be trans, as long as you're over 18 and you want to, do gender reassignment surgeries, I don't care. I don't recommend it until you're over 25, but once you're over 18, you can legally do whatever you want. I don't really care. So none of my business. Just keep it in the bedroom and don't force it on the kids. So I really don't mind. I don't really care if you're gay. Doesn't mean I'm going to support your lifestyle, but I don't have any I don't feel, any negative way toward you whatsoever. So do as you like. Do as you wish. But can we get to 100 likes? 100 likes? Hey, I really appreciate that, man. Like, I really don't have a problem if you want to be gay. I personally know some people, not really personally, but I know a couple people that are gay and that support Donald J. Trump. So I don't know. Well, I got bad news for you. The majority of this country loves Trump. The majority of the world loves Trump. So, here we go with the name calling. That's all the Democrat Party can do. Instead of having a conversation, getting to know me, getting to know my views, getting to know what I think about politics, they all get upset and Trump deranged over a simple name, Trump. This name turned from a luxury brand into a word that causes a mental crisis, a mental illness. Half these chatters are pathetic. Yeah, I agree with that one. I'm not avoiding any comments. Do you see all the comments flooding in? If you have a comment or a question you want to be talked to, discussed, then drop a super chat. You can drop a super chat for 99 cents. Do you approve of this administration's official Instagram account? To be honest, haven't looked at it. So can't say. I haven't seen any of your questions. Stop crying your eyes out saying I'm ignoring you. I have not seen your questions. First time I'm seeing your comment. So I'm not trying to ignore anybody. If you want your comment, talked about, discussed, please drop a super chat so your comment can be highlighted so everyone can see it clear as day and so we can talk about it and discuss about it. No more illegals. W. Trump. Trump's about to release information that's going to prove that he won 3 elections. Wow. Politics aside, how is your day going? Decent. It's going pretty good. How about yourself? There's no evidence of Trump doing anything with children. However, there is live evidence of Trump doing stuff, saving the country, saving the world. There's evidence of Biden sniffing children, touching children on the behind and on the breasts. Don't think that's a problem, do you? That's because you don't care about the children. Just like you didn't care about all the children that went, missing. Merry Christmas, brother. Holy shit, man. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you, man. You're the GOAT. You're the greatest of all time. You're awesome. Much love. Much love. Andrea Quid, how are you doing? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How you doing? Bro, legal people being deported. Can you name one single legal person? I mean, it's been a long year of defeating liberals in debate. How you doing, Andrea? Congratulations on your bachelor's degree. It's been a long year of defeating liberals and verbal combat, but moving forward in this year, we're going to have another successful year of defeating liberals in debates, combat debates, whatever you want to say. Emotional combat because they can't control their emotions. We got nothing against Mexico. We love Mexico. They can't name a U.S. citizen that's been deported. $2 buys 50 characters only. Not much of a nuanced question. I mean, I think $5 buys a bit more characters. BBL? What about BBLs? You love them? Does your wife have a BBL, J Money? Can we get to 100 likes, though? I don't know what that means, but hello, Lithuania. Beautiful country of Lithuania. I'm not even going to respond to that country or comment. It's not a coherent statement. Not a coherent statement. Guys, ever been to Germany? Yes, sir, I've been to Germany. Can we get 4 more likes to reach 28,000 subscribers? Gilmore Abrego Garcia was not an American citizen. He beat his wife. He is currently in the United States being charged with human trafficking. Minnesota is kind of screwed, but I got hope for him. They just need to get Tim Walz out of office. Shout out the Lithuanians and shout out the Germans. Serious question, are you a cat or a dog person? I mean, if I see a hungry dog or a cat, I'm feeding both of them. But if I had to pick one or another, I'll pick the dog. I mean, my thing about Abrego Garcia, it's not up to me to say that he's a human trafficker or not. That's up to the court systems. All I can tell you is what he's getting charged for. All I wanted for Christmas was Trump and Vance. Thanks, Santa. Filipino here, what do you think about Trump and Duret are really friends? I have no clue who that is. Is that the leader of the Philippines? I don't honestly know who you're talking about. Let me do a quick Google search, I guess. Oh, that is the former president of the Philippines. I don't know, honestly. Is he some kind of criminal? Is he a bad guy or is he a good guy? I don't know. But if he's friends with President Trump, that's awesome. All I can tell you is the Filipinos, they love Donald J. Trump. What do you think about Mexico? I mean, I've never been there, but my cousins are half Mexican. Can't wait for tomorrow when the files get released. Yeah, apparently Trump said the files are being released tomorrow. But you guys won't be happy until Trump's arrested and thrown in jail. You don't care if they start arresting thousands of people. You don't care if they start arresting every single damn person, which I don't think is the case because I don't think there's a huge group of criminals that haven't been, charged. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Name one U.S. citizen who's been deported. Should I promote the Discord real quick? I mean, I feel like we have our fair share of dummies in there, but I'll go ahead and promote it. Please, I want the best of the best to join the Discord. If you consider yourself actually intellectual and you don't feel like insulting people, you actually want to have good faith discussions, you're not here to troll, you're here to have actual intelligent conversations about politics. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, or what your political side is, but join the Discord. But please, be respectful. There's many moderators in there that will greet you. We'll all be nice to you as long as you're nice to us. Let's be adults and respect one another. That's what I'm saying. Garcia isn't a citizen. Holy crap, did a bunch of you just join the Discord or something? Okay, no, that's just a bunch of the messages that are just now coming through. That's awesome. You were born on the same day as JFK. I gotta sneeze. Hold on, guys. Trump isn't saving shit. Really, sir? What about the millions of lives Donald J. Trump has saved? What about those millions and millions of lives that Donald J. Trump has saved? Is that nothing? Is that not shit? Merry Christmas. Every Trump supporter is my family. Don't forget about me. I'm human too. Trump 2028. May his name win again for the 4th time. Dude, you're trolling them hard now, brother. You're the best, man. Merry Christmas. What millions of lives? I'm talking about the 9 wars he's ended. Okay, here's an idea. Actually, no, I'll save this idea for later. How did he himself save lives? By brokering a peace treaty? Yes, Merry Christmas. Oh my God, he hasn't ended any war. Even if you hate Donald J. Trump, even if you hate him, the president of Armenia and the president of Azerbaijan were shaking hands like this. Trump was in the middle. They were shaking hands like this on opposite sides of Donald J. Trump. They signed an official peace agreement in the White House. And you expect me to believe that Trump didn't broker any peace deals? And if he stops the drugs coming in from Venezuela, he'll save over 100,000 lives a year just from fent. I mean, the total drug overdoses are way more than 100,000, but just from fentanyl alone, I think there were 180,000 last year in 2024. I mean, Pakistan said themselves they nominate Donald J. Trump for a Nobel Peace Prize. Now, some officials in India were kind of angry about that comment and said, F Trump, but the president or the prime minister of India didn't make any negative comments about Donald J. Trump. I don't know about chat, but I got my tariffs check. You got your tariffs check, huh? Don't trigger them, man. Do not trigger the chat. One thing the Democrats like more than anything is welfare. They love their welfare checks. And tariff checks are, kind of like welfare. I'm not really pro-tariff check. Your cat came to watch you. His name is Rico. 2K, baby. I'm loving my $7,000 a month from Israel. Hell yeah, me too. Shout out to AIPAC. Shout out to Israel for that $7,000 a month. Much appreciated. We will continue to support Israel and spread the truth. Did I hit 28K? Let me see. I think you meant 28K. Let me check. No, I didn't reach 28K, guys. Come on. We literally need one more subscriber. I need all of you guys out there to hit that subscribe button. We're about to hit 28,000 subscribers, guys. Just one more. Come on, guys. Everyone out there, subscribe. Keep subscribing, fellas. Keep subscribing. Subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. Even if you hate Donald J. Trump, subscribe. Keep on subscribing. We just hit 28,000. 28,000 subscribers, guys. 28,000 subscribers. That's pretty awesome. I appreciate everyone out there. I don't know where your 2K check is. Apparently, J Money got his 2K tariff check. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate you all. What do you have to say about the Epstein files? Apparently they're supposed to be released tomorrow. I don't think Trump is involved in them. If Trump was involved with them, the Democrats still cannot comprehend this one. This is the one thing that's, made it unquestionable that Trump is not involved. If Trump was involved, why would they be releasing an image of Trump that was already public for 20 years and blacking out the women's faces and acting like that these were minors and releasing it as labeled as Epstein evidence. They asked for free Palestine. He did that, and then they're like, no, stop. To be honest with you, the whole believe in politicians and billionaires equals retards. I mean, using that kind of sense, then, okay? Everyone lies about something. No one's perfect. Humans are sinful. Shout out 28K. Every single person lies. I got bad news for you. Your mom and your dad have lied to you. Probably every single one of your family members probably have lied to you at one time or another. Humans lie all the time. So is everyone 100% truthful? No. Do billionaires and politicians pay their, do billionaires and politicians pay their fair share of taxes? Absolutely. I think they pay too much taxes. I think billionaires, millionaires, and politicians pay too much taxes. You heard it. Move to Cali and instantly get your 2K, brother. That ain't worth it. I'm sorry to tell you, that ain't worth it. You remember when I only had 100 followers? Really, brother? You were subscribed for that long? I really appreciate that. I'm going to have, up the quality a bit. We have a lot of plans for 2026. We're already thinking about and strategically thinking about our plans for the channel in 2026. I think I'm going to do a new segment here where we're going to have the camera like this, but we're also going to have, Google, Twitter, X. We're going to have a bunch of sources pulled up. We're going to connect it to the computer. Probably tomorrow morning we'll do this. We'll connect it to the computer and we'll play some videos because I see a lot of YouTubers out here doing reactions to what politicians say and to Trump videos and Trump clips. But they're not showing the best of the best. They're not showing the true corruption that I've been talking about all year. They're not showing the true hilarious moments. They aren't showing the best moments. But guys, think about this. We're not even 1 year into Trump's presidency yet. 1 year will be January 20th, 2026. So that means we still have 3 years and 1 month. Almost 2 months. No, I think about 3 years and 2 months. You're a bot? Maybe. So we still have a long ways to go. We still have a long, long ways to go. 28,000. Thank you. Thank you, Jane. Well, to be fair, if you track Obama's approval versus Donald J. Trump's approval is higher, even from CNN's numbers. The Radical Left Media Corporation, the Communist News Network, whatever you want to call it, they literally are saying that Trump's approval rating is higher than Obama's. And if you track his Republican approval rating, he has the highest Republican approval rating in the last 50, 60 years. The only one that might have ever had a higher approval rating is probably some presidents before the 90s, before the 80s, around the 80s, around the mid-80s. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you. God bless you, man. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. I'm an independent. It's not stop. Stop lying. Do your research, brother. Best president since Reagan. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of people will say the only other president that had a higher approval rating was Reagan. Do you agree with his statement on Rob Reiner? Do I agree with it? Actually, yes. Do I think it was morally right to do? Probably not, but I think that it's justifiable because Rob Reiner basically said that he hopes that the assassin that went after Trump got him instead of him missing, and that he called Trump a Nazi, and he called Trump a bunch of terrible names and said that he deserves to be in prison and that he's a PDF and all this bullshit with no evidence. But do I think it was a good thing to say? No, but I can see why he said it. If you were beefing with someone and they were talking shit about you, saying that they hope you die, they hope you go to prison, and then that person dies, is that gonna be a sigh of relief to you? We're just making more money than Biden. Made it in 4 years. It's just the first year. At least 8 times more to go. Yeah, Biden brought in about 1.6 trillion dollars in 4 years. This year alone, Trump has brought in $20 trillion. Imagine what it's going to be like if Trump manages to bring in, I don't know, $100 trillion, $200 trillion. Imagine how vastly different our country would be. Truly. We got a little bit of cherry apple juice here, if you're curious on what I'm drinking. $20 trillion from direct investments caused by the tariffs. He has brought in $20 trillion. We've seen about all this $20 trillion has been signed and contracted. We've seen about around $8 to $10 trillion of this money has already reached our treasury, and we have access to this money. The rest of the money is slowly coming in. Good night. Have a good night. It's kind of early to have a good night, but good night. $200 billion, no, you're talking about the $500 billion directly made from the tariffs. This was direct investment caused by the negotiation of the tariff deals. There's a difference. There's a difference. Me and you think alike. We're alike in a lot of ways, brother. Tariffs have saved our economy. I personally think if the tariffs stopped right now, the economy would go to shit. Because our economy has already factored in these tariffs. Unless deals are made, I don't think it's a good idea to, stop the tariffs. Hey, say hello to your wife as well, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Honestly, I missed out on playing Spider-Man 2. Merry Christmas. Tariffs are not too popular. To make a debate fair between me and a liberal, I literally have to turn my brain off, says Time on My Side. Yeah, I agree with you. Trump having businesses abroad only proves he understands international trade. Literally, if anyone understands international trade, it's the man that has, Trump casinos and Trump hotels literally all around the world. Hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I never said Trump was Jesus. Trump is, king, and, Jesus is our Lord and Savior. YouTube literally blocks my super chat. Well, sometimes there's a little bit of issues with YouTube. You can close out the YouTube app. Then you can reopen this live stream, and then you can try to drop it. Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing, brother? How you doing? It's all right, man. I'm having a good time talking to these liberals in chat and some conservatives in here as well. Just hit me up when you're ready to get on stream. They might be trying to use a banned word, too. There are certain words that are banned in super chats. Trump isn't actually our king. Calm down. Calm down. It was a joke. When I said Trump is king and Jesus is Lord, you started having a crybaby fit. Okay, honey, go back to the No Kings protest. Some people don't know what the word literally is. I can think as a king. The left are against all kings, fact-checking, critical thinking, talking, accountability, taking accountability. Okay, not talking. Taking accountability. Yeah, no, that's funny. I like that. Let's read that one more time because that was pretty funny. The left are against all kings, fact-checking, critical thinking, taking accountability. Hey, red-bearded Irish. Make Ireland great again, brother. Good evening, MAGA. Keep triggering lunatic left. We will vote for the third term for our king. Okay, I can't lie. That's pretty funny. But keep smashing that like and subscribe button. Freedom! Pure comedy? I mean, if you think it's funny, sure. I doubt you actually think it's funny, though. You're probably raging about Trump. Evening from the UK. Shout out the UK. Who votes for kings? Who votes for kings? We already spoke on the Epstein list. Apparently it's being released tomorrow. We'll find out, though. Donald J. Trump, best president ever. Is Eric in chat still, or is he driving home now? And when are we gonna have Tom on my side? He said he was gonna come on the day. He wanted to talk his shit to the liberals again. Let me build my house first. I want it to look like I'm drinking whiskey in front of the fireplace. I can for the late stream. Awesome, brother. Gas is cheaper. I'm from Florida. Gas is definitely cheaper. How is Trump not right about the illegals? Do you still remember the troll from 40 minutes ago? I mean, no. What troll? Which troll? Which one? I imagine J-Money has some kind of rare Pokemon card that none of us even know about, and it's just worth like $2 million. Trump was right about the Ukraine. Especially with his recent comment about them losing the war. Smash that like and subscribe button. Just sitting in a plastic case. Yeah, we've been over the birthday card. First off, it's fake. It was doctored. It was made in Photoshop in 10 minutes. Second off, does it actually even prove any PDF activity? Absolutely not. Funny how all the evidence that the House of Republican Democrats release is, nothing that proves literally anything to do with PDF activity. Second off, it's funny how all the evidence they release is literally everything except the Epstein actual list. What does that tell you? How many times have they released a Epstein birthday card? How many times have they released a Epstein photo? How many times have they released Epstein proof? But how many times have the Democrats released any Epstein evidence? Or Epstein list? Or Epstein files? 0? So that's definitely something you got to think about. I don't think there's a list. I do think there's evidence. I don't think Epstein just wrote a list of everyone that was involved with the PDF activity. Why would he do that? Republicans are the ones that locked up Epstein, specifically Donald J. Trump. There is no list. Doesn't mean I like Pam Bondi. If I had to remove anyone out of Trump's cabinet, it would probably be Kash Patel and Pam Bondi. But I don't think there's like a list of just names. I may not know about everything that's going on, but I know what a conservative is. If you want to crack into that, I'm the guy. Hell yeah, brother. Star of David? Yeah, happy Hanukkah if you're Jewish. Join that Discord if you guys want to have a conversation. We can debate. We can talk about whatever you guys want. Excuse me. We already have the flight logs. So if you're talking about how many people visited, we have the flight logs. And Trump never visited that Epstein Island. Zero clue what you're talking about, J Money. I'm a white Christian, straight Russian conservative who knows what a man and a woman is. Hell yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Most Democrats obviously cannot say the same, minus that conservative part. Let's see if we can find any final news on ground news. On Blind Spot. Oh, here we go. Kamala Harris defends Biden's administration's decision not to release the Epstein files. In a television interview on December 17th, Harris defended the Biden's administration not to release the Jeffrey Epstein files. We absolutely adhered to that, and it was right to do that. What? She was saying it was the right thing to do not to release the Epstein files? Is this actually a quote from Kamala Harris? Here, let me cite you guys the source, just in case you're curious and want to check this out yourself. I figured I might as well just drop you the source. I'm looking at it right now, so I can drop it for you guys in 2 seconds. There's the source if you want to read it yourself, but that is crazy. What is she saying? Is she actually saying that it was the right thing to do not to release the Epstein list? Eon said, as a refugee who came in here to America and proved myself as beneficial American citizen, all illegal alien immigrants, and we don't need to spend a penny more on them. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's a great thing to hear. I didn't know if you came in here as a refugee or how exactly you came in here, but what year did you come in here, brother? When did you come in here exactly? I'm curious. Did you come here when the war started? I mean, your English is really good. I will give you props on that. Most of these illegal alien immigrants that have been here for 30 years can't even speak English. But when Russians try to learn English, they're normally pretty good at it. That's definitely interesting. That's definitely interesting. You weak, thin-skinned lefties won't comprehend a fully unredacted list of the Epstein list, honestly. Melania Trump is an American citizen. Go F yourself. Better yet, go let your little bitch boy. Yeah, that's pretty funny. They want to deport every single person except, the illegal alien immigrants. They want to deport Melania. They want to deport Elon. They want to deport all the great legal immigrants that came into this country. But for whatever reason, they won't deport, the criminals. He's going off on him in chat. He's going off on him. She's not a visa holder. She's a U.S. citizen. Holy shit. Democrats really can't tell the difference between a U.S. citizen and a legal alien immigrant and a visa holder. Wow. I really cannot believe this. Deport who doesn't belong here. That's what I'm talking about. Jimmy Kimmel is on that list. Wouldn't be surprised, brother. I cannot believe what Kamala Harris said about the damn Epstein files. She really defended Biden in her decision not to release the files? Is this serious? She said, we absolutely adhered to that, and it was absolutely right to do that. Wow. Wow, that's insane. Expired visas, border jumpers, and cartel members who came across here off a drug boat all need to get deported. Yes, Melania Trump is a naturalized U.S. citizen, having immigration from Slovenia, becoming a citizen in 2006. That's awesome. Congratulations to her. If you want to debate me, join that Discord. But to be honest, I have 2 other people that want to come on my channel tonight. So I'm not 100% sure I'm going to get to you tonight. But if you do want me to have you on right tonight, I mean, you can drop a $50 super chat. I'll try to get you on at some time between them, but no promises there. Because I do have hours of, time I'm going to spend with other people that want to come on here between 2 different people. Reparations for Melania, as her people were the first slaves. Melania Trump is amazing. She's not getting enough credit. That's a real woman. 100%, fellas. 100%. I haven't been online all day. I live stream, I think, at 7 this morning. And now I'm just getting back on for the second time. So I don't even know what you're talking about. I wasn't even on my phone for 2 or 3 hours before I came on here. Not even for 2 seconds. Not even a quick glance at my phone or anything on the internet. We've already been over what a woman is. Russian women are some of the most beautiful women in the world. 1,000%. You're a lucky man, my brother. Also, join that Discord if you guys haven't. I'm about to hop off in a minute or 2. Join that Discord, guys. I'm actually currently dating a Russian woman myself. So I don't know what the hell that means. But yeah. I don't speak Russian, but she does. Russia is strictly a conservative country. Conservatives tend to be beautiful. Ding, 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 ding. That's right on point. What does this guy say? Advanced analytics say how long you stream on a 24-hour cycle. You've definitely been here for a while. I started streaming 77 minutes. And second off, you don't have access to my analytics, so I don't know what you're talking about. I can't wait to visit Russia either. I mean, we got a great Russian friend here dropping us amazing big super chats, man. Merry Christmas to you. Also, we're actually going to have, I don't know if he's from Russia, to be honest with you, but I think he's from either Russia or an ex-Soviet Union country. But he's a big YouTuber himself. You can definitely check him out. I'll give him a short shout out. I actually got to email him. I'm going to email him when I end the stream. We've been talking back and forth, and we are going to collaborate. His name is Vlad Stefan. I'm not going to say his full name because I don't want to put it out there. But his name is Vlad. He does, what's the name of the channel? One Nation Under God. One Nation Under God. I'm going to talk with him. I don't know if he's from Russia or just an ex-Soviet Union country, but he's definitely a great man. He has a great YouTube channel. So go check it out. One Nation Under God. He has 80,000 subscribers, and we're going to do a live stream together, maybe on, maybe tomorrow or maybe Saturday or Sunday. We're still in the talks. I got to email him back. Russia is cool. Strong country. I like Russia. Russia wants to be America so badly, but you'll never be American unless you have true freedom. That is true, brother. That is true. Alright, guys. We've been live streaming for almost an hour and a half. I am going to hop off. I have some, people to email back, and I have to set up for the next live stream. Yeah, I remember you told me that you're born in Siberia. My Russian girlfriend tells me that I'm, born in Siberia. She says Siberia, or she says, you're from Alaska. She says you're from Siberia because I like it really cold in the house. I mean, really cold. I like it 60. But she likes, the heat on. She likes it 80 degrees. So, I mean, at least there's 2 AC units, but at the same time, that's definitely a problem. But not too much of a problem. Alright, guys. But shout out you, man. I really appreciate those Christmas super chats. God bless you. We can chat back and forth in the Discord if you want. If you're around, I'd love to talk with you before I hop back on. Graham, your woman is right. You are wrong. Warm is better. I mean, I was born in Florida. Shit, have him hit me up for sure, man, for sure. I'll talk to Vlad. Maybe I can get him to join the Discord. I don't care, la-di-la-di-ba. That's awesome time. I remember you were born in Georgia, man. I'm going to hop off now. But I'll be around. I'm going to set up and see if I can get Gandalf in here. I think he's still on his way home, but we'll see when we can stream with him. Lefties fail at everything. I mean, look at the election. Lefties have been losing. Trump won the election 3 times in a row. I mean, I'm not leaving forever. Maybe I'll live stream in 20 to 45 minutes. No promises exactly when, but we'll try to get something going between now and then. All right, guys. I'll be around. Have a great night, everyone. But make sure you hit that notification bell. And I'll post it in the Discord again if you're in there where I'm going to go live again. All right, guys. I'll be around. And thank you again, man. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate those Christmas super chats, man. God bless you. Hope you're having a great holiday season. Peace out. I'll be around.